Hi, is this Kara?
Yes, yes, ma'am. And I'm Morgan.
Okay, great, great. All right. Kara, I don't believe I know I have Morgan's last name, but I don't believe I have your last name.
It's Hanning,
How do I spell that?
Hanning.
Okay. I have some questions that might be a little painful for you, but first let me express how sorry we are at the loss of your daughter. I
Thank
can't
you.
imagine.
Thank you.
So, I know it's difficult to go on, but I hope that you think that there's value in sharing her story because
Yeah.
there are families out there who probably have gone through something similar or are going through something similar. So first, let me ask you, describe Adeline for me.
She was the joy of my life. She was so happy. She was the sassiest little thing I've ever seen. She enjoyed saying no. That was, I think every 2-year-old probably enjoys that word, but she knew what it meant and she knew how to make people laugh about it. And she loved being outside, being out around people. She would she was just amazing, amazing, smart little girl. And she she touched the hearts of a lot of people. Everyone she met, she touched their hearts with the biggest smile you would ever see. And I just it's hard because I don't get to see her no more, but I got all those videos and photos and memories, and we'll miss her telling me no, mama, no. With her little sassy little tone. Oh, we
There we
can't
go.
hear
I'm on mute. Yeah,
you.
I'm getting a
Sorry.
little reverb, so that's why I'm turning it on mute when I'm not talking. Um, was she your first child? Describe what her birth was like and what sort of environment you had with her daddy.
Um, so she came kind of early. So I worked all day Friday. And that Saturday, probably about, I don't know, about 2 a.m. in the morning, my water broke. And I called my mom first because I was like, I think my water broke. And she's like, well, I'm not there. Can you tell? 'Cause I, I didn't know. And he just got off of work. So I went and woke him up and he was in disbelief. And he's like, no, are you sure? And I said, I think so. And so we got ready. We already had our bags packed. So we got in the car and I said, I want Taco Bell before we get there. And so we went to Taco Bell and we got there and they were like, yep, your water broke. So we're just going to put you on back there. And called my mom. Mom called everybody. I mean, I had almost everybody in the room until I was ready to get there. And we kicked everybody out, and he stayed, and my mom stayed with me. And um, she was easier. And I mean, I had a very easy birth. I got to the hospital probably about 4, and she was born at 10:45. So I had a pretty fast birth.
Yeah.
Because I've heard horror stories about some poor ladies, they're in there for hours and days. So I can't imagine.
Mm.
But
So was she visiting the grandparents or were you, I mean, how were the grandparents, I guess I should say. How were the
the
grandparents?
they loved her. They loved Adeline very, very much. Her grandfather would play with her. She called him Pawpaw, and he would take her out there and work on vehicles, or they would just go walking in the yard. And he helped build a wagon for her to take to the zoo for her first zoo trip. And we had a little red wagon and little shields for her on the wagon. And they all they loved her very, very much. But she was staying with her dad, and they were up there staying the night with them, like he usually would do on a Sunday, because he would drop her off at the babysitter on Monday and then head to work.
So you've had not much time, but a little bit of time to process what happened. I mean, what do you make of it?
I'm still in disbelief. I'm trying to make it, take it day by day, but I still can't believe that, she's gone and they're all gone. I don't think anybody can really process that. It's it's hard. It really is hard.
I know. I can imagine the the grief you must feel, and probably the anger too that she
No,
was.
no, I have no anger. No, I cannot have anger with that. No, I can't. I don't, I don't have no hate. I have only love and forgiveness for this whole situation. Um, I can't be angry because I just can't imagine what they felt and what they were going through and how terrified they must have been as well. So no, I'm no, I can't. I don't have none of that. Just love. Just love and forgiveness.
Maybe back it up for me a little bit because you say terrified. So was this a situation where people, so right now it sounds like Papa may have been the one wielding.
I don't know. I don't have information on that.
Okay.
Um,
But Papa or Daddy, I mean, either.
no, no, I can't, I won't say either.
Okay.
No,
Okay. Okay.
no,
Okay. Um,
no.
so you're saying terrified because this was, um,
Unexpected. It was unexpected. And uh it's unexpected. I it's
I think let's pause on that for right now. And I think let's move on and allow Kara to express her thanks to the community. We don't know exactly what happened. We weren't there. As I'm sure you can imagine, it was a terrifying situation. And I don't want to make you have to speak about that or even like imagine that. So I think we should move on to allow Kara to share her thanks to
well,
everybody and whatever else she wants to say.
we are grateful that you're sharing insight and to be able to put a personality with Adeline's name. We are grateful for that because I think
Mhm.
sometimes it's just unfortunately names of victim. She was a little person and
she was
had
a
big
yeah.
potential, it sounds like.
With a
Yeah.
lot of personality.
And a lot of personality. A lot of personality.
And
She
the community how has the community come to your assistance?
they're amazing. I mean, I didn't expect all the love and prayers I have been receiving, and I am so grateful for everybody. And I just want to share with everybody most heartful thanks. And I just I can't I just I'm blown away from all the support that I'm getting from strangers that I've never met and people I have known and haven't talked to for years, and people I went to school with, and people I went to church with, and church camp with. I just can play softball with. It's amazing, and I don't know. I wish I could tell everybody in person thank you and give them hugs and all the love I can give because it's amazing. It really is.
If you could say something to Adeline right now, if you could, and I'm sure you're speaking to her, I'm sure you're speaking to her, but if you could say something and share what you're saying to Adeline right now, what would you say?
Oh, there's so much I would say to my baby. I just that I love her and I know God has her hands on her and all of our past family members are up there with her, and I'm sure she is giving them so much of her personality right now. And that it'll be for a long time, but I'll see her and I'll be able to give her the biggest hug and share all my stories with her, everything that I've done. And that's what I plan to do, is tell her just how much I love her.
Yeah.
I appreciate your strength. I asked, I wasn't sure, was she your only, or did Adeline have siblings?
She was my only child.
Hmm. So, yeah, there is very little that I can say that obviously can make it anything. Is there anything that you would ask the community right now? You've offered your gratefulness, your gratitude, but is there anything that you could say to the community right now?
To love, to call your loved ones your friends and tell them you're there for them, to love them, and because you don't know what people are going through, and just to be kind to the strangers on the street and just share your love with everybody, because you don't know when that's their last day.
Take 'em.
And
Yeah.
then Morgan, I know we don't know a lot, but is there any safety message that you think that on Kara's behalf that you would like the public to maybe touch on in this tragic situation?
Could you rephrase that honestly? Sorry.
Is there any safety message that you think on Kara's behalf that should be getting out there, or is it still too soon to know?
Safety as in
Safety, I mean,
health, I mean,
I don't know, lock up your guns, you know,
no,
mental
I
health,
don't have,
mental health. Was there any
absolutely.
concern about mental health, that someone could have been seeking maybe treatment, or is that still too soon to tell?
I definitely think it's too soon to tell. I mean, none of us really truly will ever know what happened that morning and what happened in that house. I think, just reiterating the message that Kara said as, love everybody and hug everybody, because we don't know what any of them were going through. We don't know what he was going through. And I think, you don't have to understand to show love and show care to other people. And I do think that it is a serious matter. If there is something that you're dealing with, seek help. Don't be afraid to talk about it and share that with people and let other people love you and show their care. But I think at the end of the day, our faith and our community and our family is what's going to get us through this. And I don't wish this on anybody, but I hope that by Kara having the strength to tell her story, if it can help anybody, if it can help one person, then I think that's all that we would want from this. Yeah.
I always try to offer space for you to share anything that you think we haven't touched on. Kara?
One thing I would a person I would like to thank is James from Roseneath. He has gone far and beyond.
Find out about his gift.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle. Someone was going by. Okay, sorry about that. Go
He
ahead.
has gone far and beyond for my family and for Adeline. He has made it pretty much his mission to make sure everything gets done and smoothly, and He has been a great help for getting everything possible for Adeline and taking his time and just helping us with everything. That's who I just wanted to thank him and just, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
He's at the funeral home, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said the name of the funeral home, and I guess I missed that.
Um, Rosalie.
Rose. Okay. And
Yes.
is that there's going to be a funeral, I assume, at some point, or you're not
Yes.
sure when, or you do know when?
It's been shared on Facebook already, and we have made that public, and it's on Facebook. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, again, my heart goes out to you, and the pictures that have been shared on Facebook, would we be able to use
I
those?
have a couple that I actually have picked out, and I was going to share with y'all.
Right. And so Morgan, you can just email those to us. You have my email, and so just email those to us. And
Yeah.
Yes.
and Kara, I'm so very sorry.
Thank you.
Adeline deserved to have a wonderful life, and she did in her short time, but I really wish this hadn't happened to you.
My baby knew how much she was loved. I loved on that baby every day I could. I took her everywhere I went. If she couldn't go, I didn't go. So she got to experience so much in such a little time. Such a little time.
All right. I'll be praying for you and your family.
Thank you.